Today's episode of the Conversation Havers podcast is brought to you by Clearwater Pressure Wash. They're a pressure washing company in the League City and Friendswood area, and they are the best in the business in the area. They'll give you an amazing, fair price for their work. They do houses, driveways, sidewalks, curbs, patios, really anything you ask of them. I've seen their videos on Instagram. The before and after is really amazing. It can really just revitalize the way your home or your patio looks. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook at Clearwater Pressure Wash, or you can email jesusv32@gmail.com and get in contact with them that way. I highly recommend them, and they're the official sponsor of the Conversation Havers podcast.
This is the Conversation Havers podcast. This is the first one.
Episode 1.
We like to kick it loose over here. We just
For sure.
Not really plan anything at all. Hey, we planned, I've done, this is my second podcast that I've done. And
after Namu Speak.
Damn, that was a good ass name. I forgot that it was called Namu Speak. That's really good.
Lasted 2.5 episodes if you count the one we never released.
You want to bring back Namowski?
Dude, I've talked to Charles. I'm in.
That sounds kind of lit. I'm not even gonna lie. Namowski was like a YouTube channel we made videos on, and we could.
Yeah, it was like a sketch comedy type deal. I've talked to Charles about it. We edited a bunch of old videos, but we didn't finish it.
Well, I've been hearing a lot of people say YouTube's gonna die soon.
Because the adpocalypse.
The second adpocalypse.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's whatever.
Yeah. Which also brings us to our topic for today.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Good transition.
Brings us to our topic today, which is kind of our top 5 favorite YouTubers.
Yeah. So pretty much to get on this list, it has to be just because for me personally, I don't watch anything else but YouTube. YouTube is my TV.
Yeah.
I'm either playing games, doing something else, or watching YouTube when it comes to entertainment.
I even bought premium because
I'm cheap. I just watch ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care about ads. Plus you get those YouTube premium specials.
Yeah, and I didn't know about special. Oh, the TV shows?
Yeah.
I'd have to. I don't know if there's anything on there that I'm interested in enough.
I like Vsauce has a series called Minefield.
Yeah, I saw
it's pretty dope.
I'm sure he always has good content, but I just I don't know if that's enough for me to pay a subscription.
Yeah.
I'd rather just freeload off yours, to be honest.
Okay. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
All right. So I guess we have 5 of each. So we're just gonna flip a coin.
Yeah.
To see who goes first. So
I'll call heads.
You're going heads?
Yeah.
Okay. That's tails.
All right.
Okay.
So you go first.
Okay, so number 5. Let me open up my phone. Number 5 is a channel that I haven't watched in a little bit, and they don't really upload that regularly. It's usually months between, but it's understandable because he puts a lot of research into it. Mm-hmm. But it's called Tier Zoo.
Tier Zoo?
Yeah, have you heard of it?
Tier Zoo, ZOO?
Yeah, TIERZOO.
Oh, okay. So tiers of things.
Yeah, and pretty much what he does is he treats the animal kingdom like a video game, and he goes through all of the different subsections of species, and he ranks them all, and he gives them stat boosts. He goes deep. It's freaking crazy.
I'm with this.
And he refers to everything as update patch 4.5, which is when the dinosaurs were killed by whatever killed them. He calls that he calls that update 2.5 something
So the Great Extinction, all the Great Extinctions are just patches,
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. And he's and he just ranks every animal. and like he gives them stats to their intelligence and their strength and stuff. And it's actually like he has one where it's like who would win out of like a bunch of crocodiles, eagles, ants. Like he just like
ants will fuck you up.
If there's enough ants,
like people like actual human beings have just been like eaten by ants before.
Like in Indiana Jones, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Sure.
But remember that Nazi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Large groups of bugs like that really, really like disturb me.
Yeah, I don't mess with bugs. They, especially spiders. I
kind of became cool with spiders.
How?
Because speaking of something that's gonna come up later in our sponsor, whenever I was power washing, me and my brother had to power wash like an entire apartment complex. And there were spiders and all sorts of fucking bugs, but like they didn't mess with me. Like they were just on the wall and like they were doing their own thing, and I was like, okay, like you're just doing your own thing.
Okay.
So I like made it a point not to fucking pressure wash them.
I mean, okay, so I clean pools, and spiders like to hang out in like their little skimmers, right?
I can understand.
And so, you know, I just don't mess with that at all. Like. There are people where I just like don't even touch their skimmers. Like I'll use like a pole to empty it out because they've just got like 20 spiders in there.
Yeah, that's not the move at all.
Yeah, I don't mess with that.
But no, I just remember also like any time in my childhood or just it's like you lift up a big rock and then you just see a bunch of bugs. Like there is something down to my core, like I think in all human beings, it's like whenever you see that many bugs, it's like it's just a big hell no for me. Like
it's like built into your DNA.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just to be absolutely terrified of them. Okay.
But yeah, my first pick is Tier Zoo. They're a pretty good channel.
Okay. So with my first pick coming in at number 5, I've got this channel called Raccoon Eggs.
Raccoon Eggs.
So
okay.
Yeah, so he's a CS:GO streamer.
Okay.
I don't really do streaming that much, and I don't really care much for CS:GO, but this dude is like absolutely hilarious. I bet like he's been all over like iFunny and Instagram.
I've seen him on Instagram.
He's got like this super deep voice, and he just like he'll like fuck with people, or he'll just like tell these insane stories, or even sometimes he'll have like this guy come on with the guitar and they'll do like kind of like a freestyle song with the guitar. It's pretty amazing. And so this guy will just like he'll just go online and just mess around with people. It's actually amazing because he'll be streaming with like a bunch of other like fairly big names. Like he streams with this guy named Fitz, who I don't follow, but apparently he's got like 6 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah,
like,
Turkey Baster, he's got like 23 million followers. I'm not even gonna lie, I'd be down to become a streamer. I think that'd be fun.
It really sounds like the funnest job in the world. Like
play fucking video games.
You play video games. That's pretty
chill.
I envy Ninja. Like Ninja makes millions a year just playing video games. But
we should rob him. Ninja, where you at?
You hear that, Ninja? We're coming for you.
WYA.
No, but so Raccoon Eggs, he doesn't like. So what he does is he doesn't necessarily like stream it the whole time, but what he does is he'll make like
take the best parts.
A compilation of the best moments, so you don't have to sit through all like the failures or the bad stuff.
Yeah.
And he doesn't upload that often, but like when he does, it's like it's a holiday. Like you go watch it.
Okay, I like compilations like that where just cut out the just leave the best stuff in.
Yeah.
That's like what I like in most of my favorite albums. It's like just the best stuff. Like anything that was not worth it, they just cut out. It's like don't put it in.
Yeah. No, I like it a lot, and plus he.
How much footage would you say he has? Like overall,
overall,
could you like just binge this for a whole day, or?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
I definitely did when I like first found out about him, because he uploads like not as much recently, but he'll upload like maybe let's just say once a month, and each video will be about 15 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
And so going back about the past like year and a half or so, you could make like a whole afternoon just like watching his videos if you're bored. And
yeah, that's something I look for in a YouTube channel that I'm like trying to get into, is a wealth of content.
Yeah.
Because I like to fall asleep to this type of stuff. You know what I mean? Just like,
I know what you mean.
I usually listen to like podcasts going to sleep. So
yeah.
But then again, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, damn, I missed 3/4 of the podcast.
But no, I feel that because like you gotta watch something that keeps your mind off of like just wandering off. So it's got to be somewhat interesting, but it also can't be like so intense that it's keeping you up the whole time.
Yeah.
So like that's why I like to watch like YouTube videos that I've already seen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll watch those to go to sleep. I won't watch a new one because
Yeah.
then I'll be like too interested. But like,
Yeah.
especially like super old like Vsauce videos and stuff like that are just like 25 minutes long, and like Michael Stevens just like reading off prime numbers and shit. It's like,
yeah, that fool.
I can go to sleep for that.
He's a smart ass dude.
Yeah.
I only know his persona in the show though. Like I don't know what he's like as a real person.
Yeah.
I saw like one video where he's on the H3
Yeah.
podcast, and like he seems like a cool dude, but it's like it's so weird because I think of him as like, hi, Vsauce here. Like very weird.
iDubbbz made like a whole video with him like a year or two ago.
I haven't watched iDubbbz in so long.
Yeah.
Since it was the content cop that was he went out into the desert and like shot something with a shotgun. That was like the last thing I ever watched from him.
Yeah. He doesn't really upload that much anymore. I thought about putting him on my list. I didn't, but like I just wish he uploaded more. It's because of the adpocalypse, because like he was going out there and just saying some like I'm not gonna repeat it, but just some
he was a
bad
very
shit that would not get monetized.
He just didn't give a fuck, and he was trying to prove his own point and stuff. It's like,
and I mean, the dude's a legend for it. Like you see the type of guys that he got into his videos for like the content cops and stuff like that. Like he got H3H3, he got PewDiePie, he got like all these like huge YouTube guys just to come like diss the hell out of like it was Rice Gum. Jack's Films.
Yeah, wait. He made fun of Jack's Films, or
no. Jack's Films was in it with him.
Okay, cool. I was like, I like Jack's Films.
Yeah.
He's I haven't watched him in a while either. Even though whatchamacallit, the one that's like his most famous thing, where it's like people writing comments, but the grammar is really, really bad.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember. Oh my gosh. But like the ones where he takes a shot every time he messes it up. Like I've watched all of those, and there's like 300 videos in that. I've watched all of them at least like 5 times each.
Yeah.
At the very least. Okay, so are you ready for my next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so my next one is Inside Gaming Daily. They're now Funhouse, and like they're really the only Let's Play, or I guess not the only. Critical is up there too as far as like Let's Play channels. But like they used to be called Inside Gaming, but then they left and created their new channel called Funhouse, which I still like. I only really watched some of their videos because like I don't know, whenever they first started it was like they were just doing gold, but it's like I'm more selective with what I watch. Like I always watch their podcasts. They have like 2 separate podcast series. One's like about movies, and then the one's just general topics. But they have a channel. They somehow got back inside of like the Inside Gaming Daily channel, and every day.
Was it like a copyright thing that they had to leave, or was it just like they just switched channels?
Yeah, well, they left Machinima.
So okay.
And then
so Machinima owned like the
Inside Gaming.
Okay.
But for some reason they are uploading now on it again, and it's like they're just quick little like I don't know. They go up to like 10 minutes and it's them just talking about like gaming news and stuff, but they're really funny and they all have like very distinct personalities, and like I've been watching them since probably junior year.
Yeah, I remember you used to show me some of their videos.
Yeah, I can definitely understand why some people wouldn't like them, because like a lot of their video titles seem very clickbaity, and like
what video titles aren't nowadays? Like I feel like almost all video titles are at least kind of clickbait.
Yeah, I mean, well, you also need that to be able to compete, like, because there's only so many eyes and people are attracted to, clickbaity type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoy their content. Like, they're some of my favorite. They've become like, I've listened to so much hours of them talking and stuff. It's like, I feel like I just have like a connection to these people. Like they're the channel that whenever ads come on, I let the ad play because I want them to get the like 5 cents that they get from me. I'm just like,
I feel that. Like I'll on that note, like I'll pirate movies a lot.
Bro.
Just because it's cheaper. That's right. Come and arrest me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I might have to leave. The feds are like watching. I saw a white van outside. I think I know what that is.
But no, so like I'll pirate movies a lot, and it's like movies I don't really care about, or that are like out of theaters, But like if there's a movie in theaters that I really want to see, like if it's a Star Wars or something like that,
you have to see that.
I'm gonna go see it in theaters because like I want to give them my money. If that sounds kind of bad, kind of weird.
You want to give Disney your money?
Shut up.
Evil Empire.
Like you get what I mean. Like it's something that I feel like is worthy of my money.
Well,
also because of the experience that you get.
Big spectacle movies like that, you definitely want to go to a place and like view it on a giant screen. Like,
but also it has to do with like it's something I actually like endorse. It's something I like, so I want to give them my money. Like I'm going to give my money to things that I really care about.
Yeah, no, and that's like as a consumer, you have to vote with your dollar.
Exactly.
So that's how stuff be going. But yeah, so my fourth choice is Inside Gaming Daily.
All right. So number 4 for me is gonna be First We Feast, or Hot Ones. The people that do Hot Ones.
I don't know why I haven't watched that.
You haven't watched it?
I've seen so many things because I watch all of the Complex Shoe buying episodes just because like I like to see what the rappers like in shoes and stuff. But I've never watched Hot Ones.
Hot Ones is pretty great. Like I don't know, it's just something about like the fact that they're eating these like super spicy wings, and it just throws the celebrities off guard. And Sean Evans, the guy that does the interview, is just somehow completely immune to spice. Like the dude's eating like 2 million Scoville unit like hot wings, and he's just like super calm and just like asking these questions like it's nothing. And you've got like some celebrity in the other chair just like absolutely losing their shit and dying because of it.
Yeah, I need hella milk. I need like a gallon of milk. Milk's the only thing.
They've got like the whole setup. Like they've got like a whole like pitcher of water, pitcher of milk, and you've got a cup. You can fill it up as much as you want throughout the whole thing.
I don't know why, but my brain just went to thinking that Kool-Aid would help.
Maybe it would. I mean, like the sugar's in it.
I get like for some reason my brain was just like, bro, Kool-Aid, like fuck milk.
Yeah, I mean maybe. I know. I think it was Tenacious D went on there with like chai lattes or something because they were like this like mixture of like whatever and like the fats in it will like is supposed to help calm down your tongue when it's super spicy or whatever. I don't know if that works. They by the end of it, they were like, it doesn't work. Don't do it. Well, nothing works. But
empirical evidence that don't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big spice person. Like, I can take a little bit, but that's never been my thing, which is weird because most of my family is from, like, super down south near Louisiana.
Cajun.
Like, yeah. So, like, it's supposed to be, like, in my blood that I'm like, dang, I'll get a wooga woo, gonna, eating some shrimp. But
I'm actually, like, super good with spice. Like, I love spice.
Yeah, no,
I want to take on like the Hot Ones like little gauntlet that they've got, because like I've had every time I go there basically I get Buffalo Wild Wings spiciest wings, which a lot of times you hear it's like a restaurant spiciest wings. You're like, oh, that's not bad. These are 300,000 Scoville units.
300,000?
Yeah, which is like a jalapeno is only like 3,000 or something like that.
What?
Yeah. So it's like insanely
That's
spicy.
Terrifying. That literally like scares me.
They'd be like the third or fourth spiciest wing on Hot Ones. And so I'll get like whole orders of that cuz like I like it. And
are you like immune as well?
I'm not immune. Like, like I'll eat it, I'll start sweating.
Yeah, I was about to say
my nose will start running a little bit, but like I don't mind it.
The absolute number one thing I hate, and it usually comes from eating crawfish, is you lick your lips and you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked. For the rest of the day,
your lips are just on fire.
I don't understand why anyone would seek that in food. Like, whenever I eat food, I like to have a good time. You know what I mean? I like to enjoy the food.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So...
I mean, I do like it. Like, I like the spice. I don't just do it to... Okay, I do it a little bit to, like, show off, like, assert myself as the alpha male in a group of guys. Be like, eat these wings, bitch. That's right, you can't. I can, though.
In that situation, I'm totally cool with being a beta. I'm just like, whatever. Like, that's... My dad, he told me this story. Like, this girl... He went to the carnival with her, and he was dating her, and she was like, "You have to get on this roller coaster, or I'm breaking up with you." And my dad was like, he like walked out. He was like, "Fuck you, bitch!" Like, and I was like, "Damn!" Like, that's kind of some alpha shit, even though it's kind of some beta shit at the same time.
To be able to be so comfortable with that like fear or with that flaw or whatever that you're just willing to just walk out.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know if the girl's fine enough. I think like I really don't like roller coasters. I went on one and I did not enjoy it at all.
Yeah.
But if she's fine enough, like, screw it, man. Let's do. Like, I'll hop on this roller coaster.
I don't know, man. If she's gonna break up with you over a roller coaster, I don't think
that's
she's the
also
one.
not the type of girl that you want to be with.
Yeah. No. So.
Yeah. He probably made the right choice.
Yeah. Well, considering that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You wouldn't be alive, so.
Or maybe I'd just be a completely different person.
I don't know. That's a different debate, man.
I don't even know if you can debate that. Like that, it's like I just don't even know. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Different timelines.
All right. So that's it for my fourth one.
That's your fourth?
Yeah.
Okay. My third one is called The Company Man. And it's pretty much a guy who, I'm going to just preface this. I love just information. Like, I love just watching random subjects, and it just gives you a ton of information on random stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously I don't just find everything intriguing, but, like, that's, like, a lot of the YouTube channels I watch are just, like, 2-hour retrospectives on different movies and TV shows and and they just like, I don't know, I just enjoyed that type of stuff. But The Company Man is pretty much this guy who he just takes different companies, like some of the biggest in the world, some of the smallest, and he just tells you their entire story, how they're doing now. And so like I'm sure he has one on like Circuit City and Best Buy and
okay, that's actually really interesting. So
yeah.
like you get to hear about like their founder and like maybe their original purpose, because I mean a lot of companies have evolved.
Yeah,
obviously.
like 7-Eleven started as just ice. They just sold ice blocks.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, before air conditioning, that was the thing. Like, there were these things called ice houses.
And refrigerators.
Yeah.
Like, they just had ice in that bitch.
Like, it was, there were these things called ice houses, and people from it was mostly, like, in the South and stuff where it would get just hot as balls, right? And so you'd have these ice houses, and people all around the city would go there, and they'd just have, like, blocks of ice. Just cool you off. Like,
damn.
that was the thing. And I mean, of course,
wouldn't it melt?
They had,
wouldn't that melt hella quick?
It would melt, but like then you just get more ice.
But then,
I don't know. I could be completely wrong about what an ice house is, but I feel like I've heard about this before.
I don't know why, but it reminds me of like Courage the Cowardly Dog, just like out in the middle of the desert, just like a wooden house with some ice in it, and it's like go in there if you want to cool off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they sold like drinks and stuff there, but
nah, just ice.
Just ice.
Just ice.
But yeah,
because listen, you already get a drink. If you buy the ice, you get a drink. You're getting a frozen drink.
I mean,
especially in that hot Mississippi heat. I don't know. Is Mississippi hot?
Mississippi's hot as hell, dude.
Is it? I don't.
Yeah, it's on the Gulf Coast.
Are we next to Mississippi? No, we got Louisiana.
It's Louisiana, then Mississippi, Alabama,
Mississippi,
Florida.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm from the South, but like Texas is a different type of South. Like once you go into Louisiana and Alabama and it's all that. Personally, I've always felt like a little bit uneasy.
Texas, it's its own entity, like entirely. Like there's actually been a study that they did where they asked people all around the country like to group states into like these different groups, like the Midwest, the South. The Gulf Coast, the like the desert region, like California, Arizona, New Mexico, that stuff.
Yeah.
And no one could decide what Texas was.
Texas is
Texas because like
it's the South's dad.
Yeah. Okay. People from the Gulf Coast would put Texas in the Gulf Coast. People from the West would put Texas in the West. People in like middle America, like Kansas and stuff, would put Texas in that category. Like no one could decide which category Texas was in because Texas is so freaking big, and like Alaska can screw off because Texas is like the real biggest state because Alaska's just
ice, man.
It's just ice. Like no one cares about Alaska. Like how are you going to be like a third of the land mass of the United States and like have like 50,000 people? Like you don't count.
Fun fact. In Antarctica or whatever you just said, they have heat houses.
You just made that up?
No, they got heat. Just like how we got ice houses, or we had ice houses, we got. Yeah, no, I'm bullshitting.
Yeah, no,
I just kind of said some dumb shit. I like to just say dumb shit. It's funny.
Yeah, but no. So like, Texas is just Texas, man. Like, there's no other way around that. It's not part of any region. Like. The 3 electrical grids in America, or in the mainland United States, is the East, the West, and Texas.
Southside, baby.
Like we could secede from the United States and have our own damn electrical grid that they couldn't tell us what to do with.
I heard someone say that they would try to take us over with military power. Is that true?
I mean, probably.
Like, would they really do that? Would they just, first of all, what exactly would need to happen for Texas to actually leave?
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Because it would probably take like years, huh?
Texas, when it originally joined the United States, after being a country for 9 years and saying like, oh, this isn't as good as we thought it was going to be, we joined the U.S., right? And in the original agreement, it said, "Oh yeah, Texas, y'all can leave whenever y'all want, because you kind of came, y'all were y'all's own thing. Y'all kind of came here out of your own will, right?" Mm-hmm. So that was the original deal. And then the Civil War happened, and Texas did secede and joined another country, the Confederacy. And basically, from that, obviously, South lost the war, and they said, "Okay, nobody can secede, not even you, Texas." And so we're not allowed to secede. So there's not like a true legal process that we could go through to secede. Like even if everyone in Texas like unanimously voted to secede, the U.S. would be like, nah.
Man, fuck you. We leaving, man.
That'd be. I mean, we could declare war on the U.S., but like
we'd probably get our ass stomped.
Yeah, like what will we do? Like our biggest hope is that
everyone's just got ARs at their house. We're just like waiting.
Our biggest hope would basically be that like we can annoy them to the point where they decide it's not worth it, which like probably isn't going to happen because Texas would be one of like the top 15 biggest economies in the world just on its own. Like even if it wasn't part of America, like just Texas on its own.
Yeah.
Is like, I don't know the exact measurement that it would be, but it's like top 15 biggest economies in the world.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
I did not know that. No, here's what I think we should do. We'll get to yours right after this. I just want to say, I've been advocating for this for quite a while now.
Okay.
And that is, we need to cut off Texas from the rest of the U.S., like on the line that separates us, and Mexico. Cut us off, let us float into the ocean and become an island.
Just like get a bunch of jackhammers at the border.
Jackhammers, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, no,
So yeah, that's my plan. Idea. That's my plan, personally.
Probably physically impossible, but
anything's
possible. I like the imagination. I like the ambition. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, listen. I believe anything's possible with a little bit of Texas grit.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
You know what's weird that I just said that?
What?
This morning I woke up and like for a split second I thought about grits. Just like grits.
Man, I like grits.
I think I've had them like once.
Have you ever had shrimp and grits?
No.
Dude, that's like a southern delicacy.
I think I should do the time-honored tradition of going to Waffle House at 3:00 in the morning and getting some grits, even though I usually get.
Dude, I went to Waffle House at 3 a.m. once, and their grits, it was like a patty of grits. Like
what?
It was disgusting. Like there was not enough like moisture in it. Like I could pick it up.
It was a fucking grits patty.
It was a grit patty. Just like slap a sausage between it and just fold it over. You got yourself a grit burger, grit sandwich.
Wow.
It was disgusting.
Impeccable.
Although, like, I'm still riding with Waffle House. It's just that particular time. Their grits weren't great.
You might have been at a subpar Waffle House.
Yeah, it was in Grand Prairie outside of Dallas.
Oh yeah, fuck that. That ain't no good Waffle House.
Yeah, no, it's in Dallas. That's self-explanatory.
Yeah, I was about to say whack ass. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So getting kind of back on track. My number 3 is gonna be someone we've already talked about. Michael Stevens, Vsauce. He runs a channel called Dong Now, which is not what you think.
Damn, I'm very disappointed. I was hoping it was what I thought.
Yeah. So, no. Like you had kind of said before, like, I just love information.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Michael Stevens, he has this, like, great way of, like, delivering this information that would otherwise just be insanely boring. And he makes it, like, really, like, consumable. Like, you could watch it. You know, like, all these things about, like, the concept of infinity, which sounds cool at first until you get into, like, the super boring like mathematics part of it.
Nerd. No.
But no, it's like seriously, he makes that like super interesting like watching.
Yeah.
And I really like watching it. And right now he doesn't even upload like on the Vsauce channel anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Like
well,
how many Vsauces?
How many?
3 Vsauces.
There's 3.
Yeah. There's Vsauce 1 with Michael, 2 with Kevin, and 3 with Jake. And 2 and 3 are good.
I've seen the one with Jake. He's like the skinny dude. Didn't he have like cancer or something?
Yeah, he had cancer in his leg, I think, for a while.
Man, go get yourself a robo leg.
Yeah,
you don't need that.
He's good now.
You don't need that. I would just honestly get the shit amputated. Go get a robo leg.
It's 2019. We don't need legs.
Yeah, let float. Get a floating hover chair like Yoda.
Yeah.
Just float around.
Go like MODOK in this bitch. Like, let's go.
robot noise.
Yeah, but no. So he doesn't even upload on the main Vsauce channel anymore. He uploads on the Dong channel, which is things you. It's one of his old concept episode stuff that he did. It's things you can do online now, guys. Dong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I actually have seen one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he uploads on that a lot, like once a week now. And it's kind of like, I think he's just info dumping, honestly. Because it's like just a lot of these weird concepts that he'll just like make a 15-minute video explaining. And I think he's just doing it because he has nothing else to do with that information.
And he probably needs money.
I mean, yeah, that too. But
I gotta pay rent. I gotta tell all these nerds on the internet some random shit.
Yeah, but no, he makes a lot of videos off of that. They're really interesting. I like him a lot. Plus, we talked about it earlier, he's got the series Minefield. Mm-hmm. And they do like a lot of like interesting stuff on that, like groundbreaking stuff. Like one time he did DMT.
Yeah, no, ayahuasca.
Yeah.
That was I watched a clip of him talking about it on
the H3 podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had seen that too after that. But yeah, like he did DMT and like talked about his experience for it. He did the trolley problem. You know what that is?
San Francisco trolley. That's the first thing that came to mind.
It's the one where it's like, okay, like you've got a train coming and it's gonna run over 5 people, but you could pull the lever and it would only run over 1 person. He found the way to do that study in real life.
Okay.
So like I mean I'm not gonna go into
Dong wild as fuck.
Yeah, Minefield.
Oh
yeah, but
no
like
homo. Does he say no homo after every Dong thing? He better.
I would hope so. I mean, I usually don't watch like the last like 30 seconds of the video because it's like
that might be when he says it, Collin.
I don't know, man. Maybe he says no homo. Let's just hope he does, I guess. But like, yeah, but no. So he does a lot of just like crazy shit on his Minefield show, and it's really cool to watch. Like, it's really interesting because it only focuses on like the powers of the mind or like the abilities or like how the mind works. Mm-hmm. And it's really interesting to see him like hyper focus on these little things and abilities that have to do with the mind.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to freeload off your YouTube and like watch all of that. Like, I'm not joking. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I'm like halfway through the 2nd season right now. I haven't seen all of it yet.
How long are all the episodes?
They're like legit episodes. They're like 30 minutes long.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's actually like doing a TV show.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. He professional at ASF.
Yeah, and it's funny because he got his start on Barely Political. You remember that channel?
Oh God, wait.
It's like
it sounds familiar.
They made those like really old like parody songs.
The Key of Awesome.
Yeah,
I watched all of those as a kid, and I'm not proud of it. Yeah, them hoes are not funny at all.
He got his start on one of those though. It's the Bearded Nun.
Oh yeah, no, I remember
that's
that.
Michael Stevens. That was his like first appearance on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that stuff is AIDS, and I'm kind of pissed I watched it.
Oh God dang it! These like one of my friends like torrented some movies on my laptop, and now I get these little pop-ups that come in every 5 seconds.
I don't know. I think you've been watching a little bit too much Dawn. Bazinga. Fucking.
I mean.
Okay. So I guess, can I go on to my second one?
Yeah, go on to your number 2.
Okay, my number 2 is Doug DeMuro. He's a car guy, and he's got, I don't even know how many videos, but it's in the hundreds, and he pretty much just goes to different dealerships and different people that own crazy ass cars, and like every single type of car you can think of. Like, he goes in and like meticulously takes you through the interior and like all these weird features in it. Like, I don't know, it's very hard to describe, or I mean, it's not, there's just a lot to it, like, because there's so many different vehicles and stuff that you just like doesn't even. Yeah, he just hops on crazy ass cars, and The only thing that goes against this channel is like he's a little bit of a goofy ass dude. Okay. Like he kind of his speech patterns kind of bother me, but like I like the videos.
Is it like the Burger King foot lettuce speech pattern? Like,
no. Well, actually,
15.
No, it's not quite like that. He's more like Okay, so anytime he does like a Rolls Royce, which is like a super premium luxury car, he's always like, he makes the same joke in every single one of those videos. And it's like, in your car, you have like this basic window roller. And in this car, it has a metal plated thing. And like the way he, like his voice, he's like, what's interesting in this, like it kind of gets on my nerves, but at the same time I have a thing for car interiors. Like I just like car interiors. It's
which
weird.
Is funny because you drive a Honda Civic.
I mean, I like the interior.
I mean, I drive a Honda Civic too. So
yeah,
like,
no, we are part of like the Civic gang. We know quite a few people that drive Civics. It's funny, but no, like I don't know it. He's got a good channel. Pretty much.
Yeah.
And there's also, this isn't on the list, but Redline Reviews. It's just like this small, like, Asian dude who just reviews cars. And, like, he's probably my favorite car reviewer on YouTube.
Okay, so what did you say the name of the big channel was?
It's just Doug, DougDemuro. Doug Demuro.
Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome.
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Okay.
I think I'd like to make a cowboy hat like that extends like 30 feet into the air. Maybe not 30, but like...
Just hit up Eric Andre.
Does he have one?
He's been like posting pictures on his Instagram, and all the comments have just been like, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
I think I've seen which one you're talking about where he's wearing the big ass hat.
Yeah. Well, he did it a while ago, but he's been doing it recently too.
I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to try to put together for like, I don't know about this Halloween or maybe the next Halloween. I want to put together a Doug Dimmadome outfit.
That would be amazing. Please do.
Listen, anybody listening to this, don't copy me. All right? I'm going to have I'm not even going to lie. That'd be some next level shit.
Yeah, no.
I'm excited.
If we see any of y'all in Doug Dimmadome Halloween costumes, we're
robbing
your
you.
House.
We're robbing you. You think we just record podcasts, but we actually do break and enters. Like we rob people. Yeah. No cap. No kizap.
All right. And does he do like luxury cars or just like
everything? Like every type of car. He's done like weird like cars from whatchamacallit, over the east side of Germany whenever it was bordered off, like, and they're super shitty, like, just every type of car, like 3-wheeled, 1-seat, like, barely, like, if he gets hit in this car, and he always test drives them, so he has to drive, like, Bugattis and stuff like that, but then he also has to drive, like, really, really tiny capsule cars that if he gets hit, it's like... He's dead. Like
like those weird little concept cars.
Yeah, and just cheap cars that were made in like the Soviet Union and stuff like that. Yeah. So if you like cars at all, like it's a very good channel to watch.
Okay.
I think a lot of other people won't be as bothered by his personality, but I think that it's just a small thing that I had to mention.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well. My number 2, he no longer uploads, but I had to put him on here, and it's Filthy Frank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Classic.
So, I don't know. I just had to go kind of classic with them because I couldn't talk about, like, YouTube without talking about, like, probably my favorite YouTuber ever.
Filthy Frank?
Yeah.
Damn.
But, I mean, it's just he doesn't upload anymore, which it's like... Nothing
he's doing his Joji
stuff.
He's
doing his Joji stuff, and like he's killing it there.
Good for him. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This was in the era where H3H3 was super poppin'. Like whenever they were just releasing like hit video after hit video, that was a good time in YouTube. I really enjoyed that.
Like right before the adpocalypse, like 2014 to 2017.
Was it really 2014?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
5 years ago.
That's freaking weird, man.
No, but I mean, if y'all don't know Filthy Frank, look him up or don't. I mean,
I was about to say he's not for everyone.
He's not for everyone. Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure. I think most people know who he is.
He's become a lot more mainstream and accepted, especially since the adpocalypse. A lot of people are kind of looking at his like channel fondly, as in like, look at like what this man built that like can no longer be like. There will never be another Filthy Frank ever again because like
they'll get shut down,
they'll get
like YouTube
demonetized. Like there will be no money in that. And I mean, you look at his videos; he was like renting helicopters and shit for videos with his ad revenue. Like
that's actually not as expensive as you'd think.
How much is it, dude?
I found one. No, I found one. Or well, this is just for a tour. I don't know, like, but like renting a helicopter ride is like $50.
Well. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But I mean, he had one video where he was really kind of like flexing his ad revenue money.
But then again, he was living in New York, so it's probably like 50,000.
Yeah. But no, so like, yeah, he's very outrageous, just like kind of like gutter comedy.
It really does feel like you're in the mind of just like an insane person, like
yeah.
And all of his collab videos, like the hair cake and all of that.
There will never be another crew as good as Filthy Frank, iDubbbz, Max Mofo, Anything for Views, and How to Basic. Just like getting together and making these insane videos. Deadly Twister and the Cake series. So, okay, I heard they made a third Deadly Twister video.
I didn't even know they made a second one.
Yeah, there's 3.
Damn.
So the third one was apparently filmed in like an abandoned nuclear plant in Perth, Australia. And the reason they can't release it is because that's like a federal crime in Australia. And if they release the video that shows evidence that they were there, they'll be arrested.
Yeah, that's a pretty good reason not to upload a video, I'd say.
And so then they made a sequel to Super Trash Bros that didn't get released.
Super Trash Bros? I don't even think I saw that one.
You didn't see that one?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so far behind on so much stuff, like dude, TV shows and YouTube channels. Like I'm so far behind.
I promise you, go back and like watch like the very end right before he left YouTube. Go back and like watch his stuff. It's
Filthy Frank.
Amazing. Filthy Frank, yeah. And I mean, that whole crew, like, is basically just screwed. Like, we talked about iDubbbz earlier. He can't upload because it would just get demonetized. Max Mofo, he's stuck doing, like, Pokemon videos. Because that's what pays the bills.
That's weird.
You know?
Because I'm used to seeing that fool eat hair.
Yeah. Like, and in that last video, the third one, the human cake video, they got big names. Like, they got PewDiePie.
They got to, like, Mario Lopez.
Did they?
No.
Okay. I was about to say.
Mario Lopez shows up. He's like, what's going on, guys? And then sees people eating hair. And he's like, what in the fuck? So I'm getting out of here.
They got Anthony Fantano's toenails. They got PewDiePie's pubes. They got Vsauce's spit.
What? Can we have an identify? Is this like 100% they actually got that stuff from them?
Yes, they did. They show it in the video.
Okay, that's interesting.
And then they put it in a cake and they ate it. So for those of you listening who haven't seen it, that's the kind of content you should be expecting.
The most grimy, like grimy is
grimy
the number one
gutter comedy. Like
it's kind of like I feel like you've heard of $1 Million Extreme, right?
No.
Okay, you need to check them out. Oh. Shout out to there's this guy, he's on SNL now, but they kind of hoed him. They don't really use him.
What's his name?
It's called like Kyle Interview or
Kyle Mooney?
No. No. Kyle his YouTube channel that I've seen, or it might be Kyle Mooney. I don't know his real name, but like all I know is he has a YouTube channel called Kyle Asks, and it's some of the last YouTube channels like pretty memes are like what actually are like funny to me. These were some of the like the first YouTube videos in a while that I was actually like I could not breathe. Like I was actually it was so funny. I was hyperventilating pretty much. But yeah, go watch Kyle interviews. I think that's what it's called. But he just puts on this character of someone who just like cannot even speak, and it's fucking amazing. All right, so is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so for my number one pick, I had to break the rules a little bit. I don't really watch his content a lot, but he is a legend.
Okay.
And like everyone needs to watch his videos. It is a report of the week, aka Review Bra, aka John Jarosek, and he pretty much he goes and I didn't know, but there's an actual like community. There's a community of fast food reviewers. Or I actually did kind of know this because of Joey, what's his face?
God.
The really fat guy that was always like
the guy that everyone was like, this man is like mentally deranged. Like
no, it was definitely a character that he put on, but like it's just a very weird fat guy that just kind of like ate food and was very fucking weird on the shit. He's been in a hell of memes and stuff where his face gets all distorted and he's just like
he's like, oh yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Report of the Week is legendary because he has one of my favorite memes of all time, which is him wearing an oversized suit, and it says, "You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding and ask me for a food review," which is the Godfather reference. That shit. That like. I'm about to have to come up with my top 10 memes of all time. I already know for a fact, I don't know the placements, but Arnold, they got me for my foams. I had to do it to him. I tried to explain I had to do it to him guy to like my sister and my family. That sucks.
They just didn't get it.
They're just like, what's funny? He's just standing there. It's like, he's standing there. Like, look at him. It's amazing.
Like, because I told them, they were like, what do you want to do this spring break? I was like, I want to go see where he did it to him. And
they found the location.
Yeah, no, like you can find it on Google Maps. I want to go so bad. It's like outside of Tampa.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to lie. I definitely will go there one day.
Dude.
Just to see where God himself stood one day. But yeah, I like Report of the Week. Like I said, I don't really watch his content a lot because it's kind of boring. Like it's funny, but at the same time, he's just eating food. Like he's in his car and he has some cheesy fries or some shit, and then he's like, "Okay, let's try it out." And then he just eats the cheesy fries in complete silence. He makes you wait until he finishes the food entirely, and then he goes, and then he talks about it, and it's like. He's reviewing this like lowest tier food, almost lowest tier food as if it was some type of 5-star. Like he treats it with respect, which I really like because he's a very respectful person. And once you just watch one of his videos, I hope anybody who watches his videos has a good appreciation for that dude. Yeah. Like, genuinely, just because it's funny as hell.
No, and then he went through the whole thing. I remember seeing this where it was like, I see your stuff is in the back of your car. Like, is everything okay? And everyone was, like, legitimately concerned for, like, his well-being.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people fuck with him.
Me and the folks just got into an argument, but everything's good now. We're just moving on to different phases in life.
Is he living in his car?
I think he was for a little bit, but I'm not sure.
They're probably like, I mean, listen, he's making good money off of that. If I was his parents, I wouldn't be that mad. I would definitely tell him to like eventually move out and go get an apartment or something like that.
Yeah.
And just go keep reviewing food. But I know he was living with his parents for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, Review Bra, aka the Report of the Week. Go check him out.
All
God
right.
tier meme right there. All right, so I guess you ready to go to your number one?
Yeah. So my number one, not quite the same.
That was supposed to be a drum roll.
I know.
No, I was just might have just sounded like banging on that shit.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So not quite the same meme status as last guy, but my number one is going to be Philip DeFranco.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never watched any of his videos,
videos?
but I know what he's about.
No, so I really like him a lot. So like he's been on YouTube for like 12 years now. Like he's one of like the OG like content creators.
How long has YouTube been out?
Like since 2005, and I think he's been going since 2006.
Damn, for real?
Yeah. Like he's there back from like the Fred and like Niga Higa days.
Niga Higa was like the very first YouTube. That and Smosh.
Yeah. Like he goes back to like the same days that they do. And like a lot of those guys just don't even upload anymore or anything. Does Smosh upload?
I don't think either of the original dudes are involved. But like not that like that was some childish humor. Like for the time it was like amazing, but stuff like that, like the only YouTube channel that I could go back and watch is probably Critical that I watched as a kid. Yeah. Critical is
even that was like freshman year.
Yeah, but like his shit's still funny. Like
oh yeah,
Critical's amazing.
His what's the advertiser dude that he'd always dub over? Anthony.
Oh my gosh.
What's his last name?
Sullivan.
Sullivan.
Oh yeah. It's me, Anthony Sullivan.
His dubs over those commercials might be like the best videos on YouTube. Anyway, so Philip DeFranco, he's been around for forever as far as YouTube is concerned, and he kind of started out as just like this douchey looking guy that would get in front of a camera and just talk about the news. Mm-hmm. But he's like evolved like a lot since it started, you know. Mm-hmm. And so now he's like a legitimate journalist basically, and he'll like cover the news. And the reason I love him so much is because he does it from like this unbiased perspective. Because like a lot of times in news nowadays, you'll see like Fox News will
always a narrative,
always their narrative that they're pushing on a story, and then like NBC, CNN, always their narrative that they're pushing on a story. And I like getting my news from Philip DeFranco because he'll put his opinion on it, but the first thing, he presents all the facts, he presents the story as it is, no bias, no anything, just as it is. And he's not going to make any assumptions about what happened. If there's gaps, he's going to say, hey, like, we don't have the full story yet, we'll keep you updated. But he's not going to push his narrative to fit those gaps. And so I really like it. And then afterwards, he'll kind of say, all right, and here's my opinion on everything that's going on.
That's good.
He'll give his personal opinion. And
so,
really,
like, theoretically, you could just cut out at that part because you've already gotten the information.
Yeah.
And then just be like, make your own opinion.
Yeah.
Which is good.
So he'll say his opinion, but he'll also, like, be very sure to say, like, hey, that's just my opinion. Like, you can disagree with me. That's fine. But, like, I'm just trying to give you the facts, and I'm trying to give you kind of my take on it, but you don't have to care about my take.
He said, if you disagree, I'll rob you. I'm Philip DeFranco. I don't give a fuck.
But no, he's like he's real good about like staying completely unbiased, which is something that's just like you don't see that much nowadays.
Yeah, no, that is definitely something. I just don't know if I care anymore. I just like whatever, man, whatever. Like I just focus on my life. I'm trying to make myself better.
That's the other thing is that like he gives me the news without making me depressed. Like I see like Fox News or I see CNN, and I just get depressed, like legitimately, because they're so angry and stuff like that. And so like, but I want to stay informed, you know. Like I feel like it's always a good thing to be as informed as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Right. So
I might just be lazy. Like
I don't know. I mean, some people...
I stay informed on things I'm interested in.
Yeah. I mean, some people care about things and other people don't. It's like not a big deal, but I personally like to stay informed, and I think he does it the best without like pissing me off or depressing me.
Without being on some poo pee pee shit.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he's my number one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Here's an idea I had. For each of these YouTubers, I wanted you to give a 1 out of 5 rating of how many conversations would you have with them. That's going to be our rating system.
How many how approachable they are?
How many conversations would you want to have? 1 to 5 with all of these people.
Okay. So
I guess since I started first, I'm just going to go by, and I guess we'll like...
Okay.
So, first of all, Tirzu, you really don't get his personality.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if I would want to have a conversation with him. So, I'm just going to say 3 conversations out of 5.
Dude is one interesting dude. He's got a great voice. I just want to hear his voice, honestly. So, I'd say... Probably also 4. That's not good. I see that 4? Face you make.
What? No, I was going to say 5 out of 5. Perfect score.
I'm not going to say 5 out of 5 because I think he would dominate a conversation a little bit too much just based off of like what I hear from him. So I don't know if a conversation with him would necessarily be fun for an extended period of time.
Okay.
But just to like, you know.
Just to do it.
Yeah, just to do it.
So 4 out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So you like to get dominated 4 out of 5 times?
No, okay.
Conversation wise? Okay. Sorry, I had to. All right. My 4th Inside Gaming Daily, I would have 5 conversations with all of these dudes because I've been watching them for so long and they're like some of my favorite YouTubers ever. So like 5 out of 5 for everyone involved.
5 out of 5? All right. My 4th, sorry. For Hot Ones, First We Feast. Sean Evans.
So many people. Oh, I guess Sean Evans would be. I don't know if I would ever want to talk to him. Like, he kind of seems...
1 or 2 out of 5. That's like... I feel like he's chaotic neutral incarnate. Like...
Chaotic... Damn, that's... Wow, that's accurate as hell. Like, that's crazy.
So, like, 1 out of 5 for sure, because I want to try the Hot Wings Gauntlet. I don't know how many times I'd want to do it, though, so... I'm going to say 1.5 out of 5.
Okay. 1.5 out of
5 conversations out of
5. Do you watch the shoe shopping ones?
No, I don't.
I'd like to have one conversation with Joe La Puma, who's like the guy who does those.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but he always just cracks me up. Like, just seeing him, like, talk to these rappers, like, no reason at all. He just cracks me up. Okay, my 3rd, the company man. To be completely honest, I'm going to say, like, 1. Just because, like, the way he talks, like, I feel like 1 conversation would be enough, and I'd be, like, good for life talking to this fool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But maybe if I ever met company man, I'd be like, damn, he a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
He a 5 out of 5, bro.
You can't say for sure until you actually have a conversation with him.
Yeah, these are just guesses, I guess.
Yeah. All right. My number 3, Michael Stevens. I would definitely have 5 out of 5 conversations with him. Like, with that 100 out of 100. Like, I would have as many conversations with that man as possible. He seems like...
Listen, I'd like for you to adhere to our scale that we've set up. 100 out of 100 broke
I'm so
the
sorry.
scale.
I'm so sorry. 5 out of 5. That's my official rating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. I'd like to talk to that guy 5 times. Okay, so my 2nd is Doug DeMuro. Honestly, I'd like to talk to this guy once. Or maybe like 0.5, because he'd probably get on my nerves a little bit just from his voice. Like, I would never like show it and be like, bro, you're fucking annoying. But like, I just wouldn't want to have that many conversations with this fool.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Because I don't know, he just, like, I like the cars he talks about. Like, I feel like I'd be like, what's the most interesting car? But like, even if he told me, I'd be like, oh, I could probably go watch the video and get more information or like more entertainment out of it. Okay. So I'm gonna put like 0.5 on Doug. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I don't know why, but it bothers me. Every single one he gives the cars a Doug score. He's like, I'm gonna give it a Doug score, and I don't know why, but like, he like rates all of the different aspects of the car, like like fun factor, quality, all of that. Okay. But I don't know. It's just Doug score, like. I don't know why. It's like something that I can't even put into words, but it's like you named it the Doug score.
And I get that. It's kind of like pretentious.
I just like the idea of like he does something like he sees a movie. Like, does he rate movies in Doug scores? He said, damn. Like, imagine if you lived your life that way. You're like, damn, that plane ride was about
4 Dougs out of 5.
4 Dougs out of 5. Or 4 Collins out of 5.
Yeah.
People would just be like, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too deep about it. Doug's not too bad. I'll give him 1. I'm changing mine to 1.
All right. 1.
Just out of respect.
All right. So for my number 2, Filthy Frank, Joji, George Miller, Pink Guy, whatever you want to call him. At first glance, you would think he'd be like a 4 or 5 out of 5, but like honestly, I think it depends on whether or not like I'm meeting actual Joji or if I'm meeting like Filthy Frank, like the character.
Oh God, I would not want to meet Filthy Frank, the character.
Like I'd want to like see him from a distance. Like
yeah, that's like anytime I've ever had to talk to like a meth head or some type of crazy ass tweaker, it's like that's who you're talking to.
Yeah. I'd say for Filthy Frank himself, like the character, like a 0.5 out of 5. For Joji, maybe like a 3 out of 5, just because I'd kind of like to get inside the mind of where the fuck that came from. But like, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5, multiple times, but not too much.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna say Filthy Frank 0.5, Joji 2.
So on my first one, it was report of the week, and I'm kind of in a dilemma. I can go the joke route and say I would definitely want to have 5 out of 5 conversations, but being completely honest, I'd probably only want to have 1. Just because.
Really? Just 1?
I mean, yeah, to be honest.
Okay. I mean, it's understandable.
Like, I mean, he's got a very dry personality, and it's like...
Maybe that's just like his on-screen personality, though.
Maybe he's just a fucking rat-ass dude whenever you, like, start talking to him.
Yeah.
Whenever you talk to him.
You don't know him.
I really don't. I'm so racist. I shouldn't judge him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna give it 5.
5?
I have 5 conversations.
Going to 5?
Fuck it.
Alright. Respectable. For my number 1, Phil DeFranco, I think I'd have to go 5 out of 5. Because I think he's the kind of guy that I'd like to have conversations with on a regular basis, because he's very like level-headed and he knows what he's talking about, and if he doesn't know what he's talking about, he'll admit it. You know? So I feel like I'd have 5 out of 5 conversations with him, just because like he seems like the guy. Like I'd make a podcast with Phil DeFranco.
Do you think he eats ass? I respect you.
I'm not gonna say anything for certain, but like, I mean, the dude is doing well.
You want to email him?
No.
I'll email him. I'll email him right now and say, "Do you eat your wife's ass?"
You can go ahead and do that. I don't know his email. I don't think he has that like public.
I'll find it.
All right.
I'm on some hacking shit.
Best.
I'll find it.
Go hacker on it. But yeah, I'd have 5 out of 5 conversations.
Play some like
with Phil DeFranco.
That we need to just get a soundtrack of like really 90s like house music that like played in some clubs, and I'm just gonna be hacking to that shit. Like
With a pair of like thin Matrix sunglasses on.
Oh yeah, on the fucking thinnest, and I'm on a MacBook hacking government. Whoa.
On tour.
Kind of like.
Go crazy. Go stupid. Go crazy. Go stupid. Go crazy.
That would be my hacking skill. I don't fucking know. I wanted to put that in there because that meme is like also one of the best of all time.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that'll be the next one. We do. Best memes.
Go stupid. Go crazy. I don't know. I want to do like a TV show, like a really shitty ass TV show for our next one. And we just review like one episode that's especially bad.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. So we're kind of at the end of this. Yeah. Like we ain't really got much more to talk about. So I guess.
Yeah, I did want to shout out a few. I made like a list of honorable mentions.
Okay.
That I kind of wanted to just like say a few quick words about.
Okay.
So my first honorable mention is BuzzFeed Unsolved. And so like the name BuzzFeed attached to it kind of significantly detracts from it at first.
Yeah, I was about to say gave me AIDS.
Because BuzzFeed is trash. But I even have it in my notes. It's the only good BuzzFeed channel. It's just like these two guys. It's like a murder mystery show, not
it's
a podcast.
Like Shane Dawson mystery?
No.
Yeah. Those are kind of like AIDS.
But like they just basically will go into like old like murder cold cases or just any sort of cold case and just kind of go over it, talk about it. One of the guys is like super serious about everything. Then there's this other guy, his name's Shane, and he just does not take anything seriously, and he's like absolutely fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So like I really enjoy it. The name BuzzFeed being attached to it, like I get why some people would be hesitant to like check it out at first. I was too, but like once I started watching it, I really liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. Other one is Matthew Santoro.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie, or you can say what you want.
Yeah, he's goofy as hell.
Yeah.
And so that can kind of be like that's why I didn't put him on the list because he's kind of weird.
He has the same Doug DeMuro type thing, but even worse, like way worse.
But like also he makes a better top 10 list than like Watch Mojo for sure.
Well,
so.
like I just like his top 50 interesting facts.
Yeah.
And like I like the facts in it, but it's like he tries to every other thing he puts like just
knowledge will.
Yeah. It's like bro, fucking.
Yeah, it gets annoying, but I also think he puts out the content itself is really interesting.
Yeah,
is what I'll say about it. So I do like watching his videos because of that. Critical Penguin Zero. A lot of that goes without saying. He's just if you're looking.
I wonder how many people know him. Like because we know about him.
We knew him when he had like 400,000 subscribers or so, and then he's grown. Really? And he has like millions now.
Yeah,
I remember it was a big deal for him when he hit 1 million. He
always felt like a friend that I never actually met. Like. Yeah. I don't know.
He does I remember like he didn't put his face on anything.
Yeah, for a long ass time. I remember the one day that there was just like a Snapchat of him like walking out of a tattoo parlor and he's like, "Hey, it's me, Critical," and I was like, "What?" Like I just like saw Critical for the first time. That shit was weird.
He looks like I don't know.
He did not look.
Doesn't look like how I expected.
Yeah, no, not at all. But yeah, legend.
Yeah, if you're looking for like a dry humor let's play.
It's also very immature
and sarcastic.
but I don't know. Well, honestly, I haven't watched him in a little while, but I still think some of his like classic videos would still hold up.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. He was a little ahead of his time. The next guy I'm gonna talk about. It's kind of a shout out for one of my friends. He does. His name is Put McGee TV.
Put McGee.
Yeah, and he's a guy I know from the camp that I work at over the summer.
Okay.
And he kind of makes these really. He makes like Filthy Frank-esque videos sometimes. Like he has one video where he just covered himself completely in spaghetti and like made this character out of it. Like. It's very Filthy Frank-esque. I love watching those videos a lot. He also has and he kind of like has this roster of characters like Filthy Frank does.
Okay, this could be hit or miss. I'd have to just see.
I like it a lot. It may just be because I know him and I think it's funny, but I do think he's got like a lot of potential. Like I told him, I was like, hey, feature me in your videos when you're famous, man. And then he also does kind of like the sit in front of his laptop, like review thing, like, or like an iDub style almost, but he's not as straight up dirty gutter humor as those guys are. I enjoy him.
He's also got some elegant humor. He's got some refined...
I wouldn't call it refined. One of his characters is Baby McGee, and it's him in a diaper.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know this guy's your friend, but I'm not sure about this. Just hearing about it, I'm not sure.
I enjoy his videos a lot. So like Put McGee TV. It's got a gaming channel, Put McGames. I enjoy both of them.
Okay.
I mean, I can understand how he sounds a little hit or miss. I think watch his videos. I like him a lot.
Okay.
Next one, Anything for Views.
Oh, okay.
So like he started out basically like as a joke on Filthy Frank because he was friends with Max Mofo, but like he's made like a legitimate like build up like a legitimate following out of that character.
Didn't he get the PewDiePie logo on his ass?
Yeah, he got
like tatted.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
That's the video the character was made up for because he apparently like Joji just texted him and he was like, "Hey, your character's anything for views and you'll do anything for views and what you're gonna do for views is you're gonna get a PewDiePie tat on your ass."
It was like the bro fist.
Yeah.
That's.
He also has a pink guy tattoo on his ass from a video that they never released.
I've heard. I don't know. People are like, "Oh, the ass is like the best place to get tatted because you won't feel it that much." It's like I've heard sitting on the way home is like terrible.
Yeah, no. It's an ass tat. I would never get an ass tat.
I don't know. I feel like I
don't know.
It'd have to be really funny and I'd have to be pretty drunk.
I got my tattoo on my right tricep, and I didn't even know it when I planned for it to be there. But that's like the least painful place to get a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it's like, as far as your arm goes, it's got like a lot of like fatty buildup and stuff like that. So it's really not painful. I mean, there were times where it kind of hurt, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, whenever I get my first face tat, I'm gonna muscle through it.
Please don't.
I don't give a fuck.
But no, anything for you. He does like, he has a podcast now called Cold Ones. I guess it's like
Cold Cuts.
The title's mocking Hot Ones a little bit. I don't know, but it's a really cool podcast. I like watching it.
Okay. Does he still do anything for views? Does he still do crazy shit for views?
I mean, not as much as usual. I'm gonna attribute it to the adpocalypse.
Yeah.
But like he's made a career out of like his whole character and like his personality. It's cool to watch. And then the last one is just kind of this joke channel. It's called I'm Not Norm.
Okay.
And it's just like Norm Macdonald compilations.
Oh, okay. Like, I love Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, so. Like I didn't know how funny it was. One of my friends sent me a link to one of their videos, and it's just like a compilation of just like Norm Macdonald talking about different topics like McDonald's or like obesity or just like.
He's a funny ass dude.
He's so dry.
His voice, he's just like meh. Like I can't even emulate it.
But no, I love watching those videos. Like if it's like midnight and I'm just bored out of my mind, I'll go watch one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, that was my last one. I mean, I could shout out Namowski.
Man, I just want to shout out all the TikTok cringe compilations that are happening right now. TikTok is the greatest thing to happen to humanity in quite a while. Like I'm not joking. That shit is amazing.
R.I.P. Vine.
Man, fuck Vine. TikTok's like next.
I saw somebody say that TikTok is like Vine, where like you bring it back to life, but it's not quite right. Like it's not quite what it used to be. Well, like a Pet Cemetery.
All of like the inbred freaks of the world have taken over TikTok. Like it sounds bad, but like tell me who else is on there? Like except like it, or like country people, like super yee.
Are there dipping TikToks now?
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yes. Dipping vines were my favorite.
I really
Lady dippers.
You met my cousin Ricky Darren, right?
Oh hell yeah!
I want to get him on TikTok. I feel
he probably doesn't have the iPhone yet.
He running a Game Boy.
Oh god, but yeah, no. So that's it for my honorable mentions. You want to shout out any other channels?
Man, not really. I'm gonna shout out myself.
All right. Shout out Trey Cromarty.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. Awesome.
Egotist. I don't give a fuck.
All right.
Yeah, I guess.
We mentioned them the very beginning. Is Clearwater Pressure Wash.
Mm-hmm.
So just shout out to them.
Power
Go check
washing
them
is
out.
like real stuff. I feel for all the power washers out there.
Yeah, Trey's got a power wash company too. Different power wash.
Not necessarily a company.
He's running a business.
I'll power wash stuff if you pay me.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But no, Clearwater Power Wash. Yeah, if you need something pressure washed in the like League City, Friendswood area, they're the ones to go to.
For sure.
All right. So
I guess that's the end of the video. I don't really know how to end this.
yeah, I mean,
I guess just like.
Yeah.
I just tingled my keys. Like maybe that could be the end.
I don't know. Bye.
Bye.